Overdue, aren't we? Everyone's been talking about it. We all know we have winter in Michigan at some point. So we have to talk about, yes, a couple rounds of snow headed our way. But we also have to talk about, like Anne Marie said, things really improving from what we were dealing with last night this morning. So that is great news alone for your afternoon, for your evening drive. We're getting rid of some of the cloud cover even and for some sunshine in Saginaw and Flint, Port Huron. So those clouds beginning to work their way from the north down to the south. So as the afternoon wears on, we'll see a little more of that sunshine, which certainly will be nice. 31 degrees downtown, 31 in Ann Arbor, 26 degrees in Pontiac. One thing with the temperatures, steady if not even slightly falling, is what we're anticipating as we go through the rest of the afternoon. So we have 31 degrees and we have a north to northwest wind at 14, but look at the wind gusts up to 23 miles per hour. So we know when we have winds that gusty, it's going to affect our wind chill temperature. It feels more like 21 degrees, even in the teens right now. 19 is how it feels in Jackson, 15 right now in Pontiac, feels like 18 degrees in Mount Clemens. So anticipate just a chilly afternoon overall. Wind chills in the 20s until we get to the evening, then dropping back down into the teens for another cold night. Winds aren't overly strong, but they don't have to be this time of the year when our temperatures are already chilly. All right, we all want to know again, where's the snow and when's it coming? Thursday's snow setting up through the Central Plains. There are some advisories underneath there. We are not in the advisory. We're going to be on the northern end. We'll talk about amounts in just a moment. Now, the storm for Saturday is still well off to the west, trying to make landfall. So you can imagine it's going to take some time to really narrow down the amounts, the timing, but we're certainly going to do our best and keep updating you, of course, as we go through the next day too until we get to Saturday. So here's our hour by hour forecast. One to stop it tomorrow around noon. So the morning at this point looks okay. The afternoon, we start to see some of this light onset of snow. This is going to be noon, 1, 2 o'clock. We're going to have to face scattered snow showers into the afternoon and evening drive. So things are going to be, I think, a little slick on some area roads. That's tomorrow. Friday, we get a bit of a break. So we see a little lull in it. And then as we go into late Friday night and Saturday morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it could be that early that we're starting to see some snow and likely to intensify during the morning and afternoon on Saturday. You have to remember, our forecast models only go out a certain amount of time. But as far as snowfall amounts for tomorrow, up to an inch, I think in most cases, about a ½ inch, a little more the further south you are, south of I-94. That's tomorrow. And then, of course, look what happens for Saturday into Sunday morning. We're putting about 3 to 6 inches on it right now. Takes a little more of a northerly track. We're going to have to tack on a little more. Takes a southerly track, we'll take away, but 3 to 6 inches at this point looks to be a roundabout number for Saturday. So temperatures today, we're pretty close to our daytime highs, sliding a bit later this afternoon, down into the teens for overnight lows. We'll stay in the 30s tomorrow. We'll watch for some of that afternoon snow, and then the heavier snow sets stage for Saturday. And look how cold it gets behind that system. Single-digit lows, teens for highs. This could be the coldest of the season, and of course the snowiest coming up. Anne Marie?